Thanks very much, Henry. Next, we have Raju Bhatt, solicitor, founding partner of Bat Murphy, and somebody who's known Rajiv for many years. Raju.
Thank you, Pete. And thank you, Mira, and everyone at Garden Court North for organising this important event. The title of this event, Descent into Authoritarianism, has a question mark after it. In my view, we don't need that question mark for all the reasons that other speakers have already given. It's not a question of whether or if we are in an age of authoritarianism. It's there in this country as we see elsewhere around the world. That is why it is all the more reassuring and so encouraging to see so many of us here today ready to stand by and with Rajiv in the face of this wholly unjustified and unacceptable attack on him. We're talking about what needs to be said. And I will be forgiven if I do say what needs to be said in my view. We see here an attack not just on Rajiv for the way in which he sought to stand by his client in the face of the charges against her. It is also an attack on her for the way in which she sought to stand by the people of Palestine in the face of the onslaught against them, an onslaught in which our own government has been so complicit. And above all, as others more learned than me have already pointed out, it is also an attack on the jury system on which this client of Rajiv's, this particular defendant, sought to rely the right of juries to give their verdict according to their convictions. In my view, what we see appears to be a case of some within our judiciary so seemingly threatened by the reality with which they were confronted here that they felt they had to embark on this targeted attack, an attack born of the fear that a jury might just do the right thing in this case. As others have already pointed out, what Rajiv did here was nothing more and nothing less than the job he was required to do for his client, in accordance with his duties and pursuant to the rule of law. Indeed, it is worth saying that the rule of law has been flouted, not by Rajiv, but rather by two senior members of the judiciary who were all too ready to exceed their jurisdiction, as the Court of Appeal has already found. The trial judge, Mr. Justice Johnson, who triggered the attack on Rajiv in the first instance, and Lord Justice Edis, who was only too willing to run with the attack until he was stopped in his tracks by that Court of Appeal. We shall have to see whether the Court of Appeal, which hears the pending appeal before it on Rajiv's behalf, is prepared to stop other members of the judiciary who might want to find a way to continue this exercise in illegitimacy. In the meanwhile, I hope the message that goes out from this gathering is not only to Rajiv, that we stand by and with him in the face of this unprecedented attack on him, not just to the Court of Appeal, to let them know that we are watching to see whether they are prepared to uphold the rule of law by bringing this exercise in illegitimacy to an end. But the message also needs to go out to our new government, the demand that it is open to them to speak out loud and clear against what is nothing less than an abuse of the process and therefore an abuse of the rule of law itself. And finally, a personal word to Rajiv. I have this to say to you, Rajiv. We are with you. I stand by you, and I will continue to stand by you as we move forward. Thank you all.